The ultimate test of a team's credentials can be on the road.
The first game in Charlotte FC history is a 3-0 defeat at the hands of DC United. Atlanta 2, St. Louis 3, Nashville 2, Real Salt Lake 3-1, suffering another defeat on the road. Galaxy 3, Charlotte 0.
And just see how deflated Charlotte FC are.
Charlotte struggles on the road are continuing.
Being on the road is not easy. It's generally not easy to win in the MLS. Most teams find that anyway, but we seem to come stuck at certain stages in the league, and yeah, I think we need to, maybe as a group, find something deep inside us.
Yeah, I think obviously you look at our road games and other than last year where we had 1 or 2 in that 9-game win streak, you know, we've not been great. For us, it's kind of important. You look at seasons past and where can we turn losses into draws and the draws into wins. And if you can kind of then move that kind of needle just a little bit, you're going to be in such a better position. You look at, you know, again, the last couple of years, had we won more games on the road, your position in the Eastern Conference is exponentially better. And that's saying something considering we were top 4 last year.
Going back to last year, that's what stopped us. 9 away losses, you can't get going, and then all of a sudden people start talking about it, and then maybe self-consciously you're thinking, oh, it's going to be tough again away from home, where it shouldn't be. It should be exactly the same as playing at home. It's about sticking together and going there and enjoying when we score. When we win, the place is silent. And we need to thrive off that more. Enjoy being horrible to play against, however it takes, get the job done and leave there with 3 points. And like you said, silence the crowd.
It's an obvious reason, but the one game that sticks out to me is Atlanta away.
Yeah, by far. Atlanta's, I think everyone, every time we've been there, we've always taken a good following, and generally we've got the job done.
The crown belongs to Charlotte, and they had the paper crowns, and that's all they're worth, because Charlotte FC, the Queen City, will go home the winner.
Let's go.
We knew what it meant to the fans. Even before the game, they're singing up in the top corner. They try and stick them out as far as the way they can, but we can still hear them.
Just the number, and it's not even in like our section of fans, but like the number of like blue shirts dotted around the stadium. I think that game sticks out. I know it's closer than a lot of places, but to have that many people travel in numbers and come to support the guys and the team is incredible.
That's probably the biggest thing I miss from playing in England. The away travel, but we've got that here, and when you go to places like that and take 2,000-3,000 fans, it's incredible.
It gives us that edge when we travel and when we go away. It does. It gives you a little bit more something to fight for and hang on to and play for.
Our fans are, you always see little pockets. When we went to DC, there's a good following there as well.
I think teams that obviously thrive on the road have a very confident sense of themselves. They know going in, this is who we are, this is what we want to be, this is what we need to do, this is what we can do. And we have that. We have it in kind of spurts. We don't have it consistently. And that's the key. Consistency is the key. Whether you're playing at home, whether you're playing away, the teams who have that consistency are the ones that can do it on the road as well as they do it at home.
It starts in training. It's as simple as that. If you don't do it during the week, then you're not going to get the results of the weekend. So it's about doing the basics right each day. We've spoke about it in a meeting. It is all it is. Football should be an easy game, complicated by stupid things at times.
Martel, they score. Opens the scoring for St. Louis, and the home side of the lead just short of 1 hour. Based on the way we were feeling going into the game, based on the confidence levels, based on where we were last year to where they were, and obviously it's a new season. You never know what you're going to get. But I think, yeah, in terms of what we wanted to do, what we wanted to accomplish, the conversations that we had on the field and on the training field, I mean, feel like it's
We didn't really put our best foot forward, and so it feels like, yeah, it feels like points lost instead of a point gained.
In the clear, goes for goal, scores! Charlotte are all over the place defensively.
3-0. I call it a dream start for the LA Galaxy. This is an absolute nightmare start for Charlotte FC.
Listen, you look at the result at the end of the game and you see 3-0 to LA, and it wasn't a 3-0 game. We beat ourselves on the road. It's not that teams are beating us. We go there and give goals away, sloppy goals, which we don't do at home. Which ultimately that's a mentality thing. It's not like we're going away and teams are outplaying us. And what we saw, 3 mistakes, 3 goals, and that's what football is. If it's the team that makes the less mistakes, usually wins the game. It's as simple as that. We put pressure on ourselves. There was pressure on the game. And to be fair with this team, whenever there is pressure, there's big moments, the team usually turns up, which is, I'd rather that and have to talk about how did we do on the road than, oh, we bottled it again. But that team doesn't do that. Whenever there's big pressure on the game, we usually turn up, and you saw that in New York. So maybe that's going back to the away side of it. Do we have to put more pressure on ourselves? That's something we could look at. But no, the New York one was, listen, it was, we lose or we go home, and we didn't want that. We felt we had the squad to really challenge. We got the job done, thanks to Calais. Yeah, but again, it was a tough place to go. So we've shown we can do it. We've shown this team can do it. It's about consistently doing it now.
You know, you want to try to win things, and so for this group, that's the aim. That's been the aim for every group before, but I think this group is the one that's realistically has the chance to do it. And in order to do that, you have to be consistent home and away. You have to be consistent in what you do off the field. You have to be consistent in what you do on the field, and then you see where that takes you.
When we're at home, there's so much more energy. So that's probably one thing that we can look at ourselves and remind ourselves every away game, play like we do at home. Energy, a ruthlessness, a fearlessness, and maybe that is one way we can change.